Time for a little taste of India. Welcome to Ms. Mojo. We're counting down our picks for the top 10 Indian dishes popular in America.
Hi guys, this is the Bombay chef Varun Namdar and welcome to Get Curried. Well, I bring Tandoori Chicken into your kitchen today.
For this list, we'll be looking at the Indian cuisine that the United States has taken a liking to. We'll only be listing substantial dishes and not sides, so unfortunately, you won't be served any naan bread today.
Along with chapatis, naan is the most basic accompaniment to Indian food.
Number 10. Korma.
And it smells absolutely divine, just really rich and creamy.
If you want to expand your palate and get a bite of some real Indian food, this might be a really good place to start.
Chicken, korma and naan. Yummy! My wife will love it.
Normally consisting of marinated lamb or chicken, the real stars of the show are the sauce, created by blending together coriander and cumin, as well as a fair dollop of yogurt. Lathered all over the meat, it can create quite a spicy dish.
There is a misconception that kormas need to be really mild and weak. Well, actually, I quite like having a bit of kick.
If you prefer things a little milder, you can always adjust the amount of yogurt put into the sauce to dull the fieriness of the first bite.
The korma's fragrant, delicious. The balance of the flavour and the heat against the sweet with the Asian pear, lovely.
If you want to add a little crunch just to finish the dish off, adding almonds or cashews also adds to the flavor.
The unifying factor, however, is the addition of nuts. Now, you could use almonds or cashew nuts.
Number 9. Tikka Masala.
Josh, what are you serving?
We have chicken tikka masala on a grilled naan bread with a cabbage salad.
Even those who don't know that much about Indian cuisine are sure to have heard of this selection of dishes. The most well-known, of course, being the chicken tikka masala. Notable for its orange color and abundance of creamy sauce, there's actually no one specific way to make it.
Please, sir.
Today we have some delicious lamb tikka masala.
After allegedly being made on the fly in an Indian restaurant in the UK, there have been over 40 different recipes when it comes to making the dish. Just so long as you have your choice of meat, toss in tomato puree, some kind of cream and various spices, chances are you'll end up with some form of delicious tikka masala.
Time for some tikka masala.
Number 8. Biryani.
You've got no idea how excited I am to taste this biryani.
Looking for something a little drier?
What is a basic takeaway in Britain is a finely tuned feasting dish in India.
This rice dish might be right up your alley.
I programmed a dish my grandmother used to make back on Earth. Vegetable biryani.
Sounds delicious.
Mainly consisting of rice, lentils, and a choice of meat or vegetables as the main, biryani stands out as sharper than others due to the amount of spices that are added to bring out the fire in the dish.
Whew, that was one spicy biryani.
I know! I've lost all feeling in my tongue.
Cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, and coriander, among a plethora of other ingredients, bring out the best of the chosen meat or vegetable. Try it with mutton or boiled eggs, both of which are popular. Of course, if you were willing to pay a little bit extra, you can add a little saffron to the dish for some outrageous flavor.
I haven't had a good saffron chicken in quite some time.
Well, don't you think you deserve one?
Yes.
Number 7. Barfi.
I made you some barfi.
Oh, so there's barfi in that box?
Yes, and it's still warm.
Oh, it's like a cake thing.
After experiencing such a spicy and filling main course, perhaps for dessert you'd like something extraordinary sweet. Barfi is formed out of condensed milk and sugar, and its name comes from the Persian word for snow. Its intense sugary center not only makes for a tasty snack, but it easily accommodates a multitude of other ingredients to create delicious variations that can suit anyone's preferences. These range from adding rose water, carrots, peanuts, chocolate, and yes, more saffron. Probably the most colorful Indian food you'll ever come across.
Looks like you could use some barfi. It's better than it sounds. Thank you. I haven't eaten all day.
Number 6. Chana Masala.
Well, the chickpea is a very versatile legume. Perhaps I can run back to the house and prepare a Chana Masala.
While it's more commonly sold via street vendors in India, it still can be found in various restaurants due to its popularity, especially in northern India. The basis for the meal revolves around the spicing of chickpeas with chilies, dried mango powder, and ground pomegranate seed, producing a dry dish with a somewhat sour edge to it.
Now we'll be adding lemon juice. Most important in any chaat recipe.
Whether you choose to make a full meal out of it or get the chance to grab it for the road, it will certainly quell that empty stomach and make a nice substitute for conventional snacks. Number 5. Beef Vindaloo. Prepare your taste buds. This is a spicy one.
Would you like some curried lamb? Or some Vindaloo?
Good, Grace. Singe their mouths.
Taking the traditional curry recipe and adding ingredients such as vinegar, potatoes, and chili peppers, the Vindaloo is one of the hotter dishes to be given the Western treatment. Conceived in the southwest Indian region of Goa, it was originally made with pork as the main attraction, but is now made with other meats such as lamb and chicken for both religious reasons and general taste. But our pick has to go to its beef incarnation. Throw on some jasmine rice, serve on a cold night, and you'll be warmed up before you know it.
Tons of flavor. Couldn't be easier or prettier or more flavorful.
Number 4. Aloo Gobi. Chances are, after this dish, you won't look at potatoes or cauliflower in the same way again. This vegetable dish uses intense spices and sauce to elevate the heat and lushness of what can be considered rather bland sides. The spices are mostly made up of kalonji, curry leaves, and turmeric, which gives the meal its signature yellow look. You can choose to throw in extras such as cumin, ginger, and onion, but the real stars of the show are the saturated veggies. Don't be thrown off by the color. This one's a real delicacy.
Aloo Gobi, Tikka Masala.
Seriously? It just looks like green, brown, yellow, and orange.
Don't make the stink face. You're gonna love it.
Number 3. Samosa.
So our samosas are getting ready now. Crispy, hot samosas are ready.
We've all had them, and we never get tired of them. Whether you snag one at the supermarket on a whim or go out of your way to order them when you go out to an Indian restaurant, these savory-filled pastries have something for everyone. Stuffed to the brim with any vegetable or meat of choice, the US has taken quite happily to these tasty triangles. Normally, jam-packed with chopped meats such as chicken or lamb, or crunchy vegetables such as hardened peas, onions, and pine nuts, samosas are a little taste of heavenly cuisine that can just as easily be made at home.
I brought samosas. Homemade, of course. You're an excellent cook.
Number 2. Tandoori Chicken. Want to sink your teeth into something really good? Look no further than the spiced chicken that would eventually lead to the creation of the chicken tikka masala. Traditionally cooked in a clay oven known as a tandoor, the meat is lathered in yogurt and a mixture of spices, mostly red chili powder, in order to give the chicken its crimson color. It is then roasted and charred until it's packing the heat of the tandoor and has achieved its delicious red, spiced skin. Alternatively, if you want to give it a go at home, tandoori chicken can also be prepared on your run-of-the-mill barbecue grill. Is anyone else's mouth watering? Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And here we have our palak paneer, which is ready. So now we will just serve it.
I think you should give this a try, definitely. One of my favorite versions of actually making a beautiful dal.
So, here we are done with this nice and crispy uttapam. Hope you enjoy.
Number 1. Butter chicken. Taking the best of the other entries, this dish is one of the finest representations of Indian cuisine. No wonder Western audiences love it so much. Its abundantly creamy orange sauce is formed by mixing together ginger, garlic, lemon, lime, turmeric, chili, and a few other spices. This is then marinated with the chicken for several hours to really bring out the flavor. Afterwards, it's a quick visit to the tandoor before being served with a few garnishes such as butter, cream, and green chilies, tailored to meet everyone's spice threshold. It's no surprise that this dish is a spectacular one. Do you agree with our list? What other Indian dishes do our friends in America love? With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
Namaste.
Oh, God! Oops, so sorry, oh.
Don't worry, young man. We put in the food turmeric powder, which is like a medicine.